I'm sure he can. But whether or not that proof is legit, You really don't trust him?
No.
I really don't. Lying comes very easily to Jack, and that is something that you need to know. Okay,
She got to find out.
Jack lies about work, but when it comes to our relationship, we have an understanding, okay? Do you honestly believe that?
Yes, I do. Jack would never lie to me.
Oh, second thought. Tell her. We just gonna walk in like we walking on sunshine, huh? No warning, no nothing. Just gonna walk on in. This is the place we're gonna show up. Oh man, who's she gonna see first? Liz, probably, because she is right there. Okay, what floor are we on? I hate this music in the background. I gotta keep. Well, look at there. You ain't seen the ghost.
Oh my God.
Hey, girlfriend.
Britt?
Oh, the corner that you needed to see.
Excuse me, Gabriel. We thought you were...
Well, believe it or not, Lulu, I'm back.
Ooh, catch her. Hello, neighbors. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, because there was no news breaks. Let's get into today's General Hospital review. Okay. It's a lot going on throughout the week. First off, question. How y'all feeling about the new Charlotte? And how y'all feel about the fact that she now uses the word father instead of papa? And also, what do y'all think about Michael and Jacinda? Possible? And are y'all liking Porsha in the new doc? Yeah, those are my questions for this week. However, today's episode was Trina coming in and checking on her mama. My only question to this whole thing, it wasn't even needed unless you was going to tell her that you and Kai got the evidence that Drew, so-called uses to blackmail her. She didn't say anything. So what was the purpose of you coming? She came and talked to her, asked Porsha how she feeling about the whole thing, and she saved Drew. You think maybe Drew would let up now? And Porsha tells her, listen, from the way he acted towards me earlier, it's no chance of that. He's still the same old Drew. And you know what? But she tells her, I'm not living in fear anymore, so I'm living my life, and I'm not going to be bothered by whatever Drew has, because if something comes up, I'll face it. Plain as day. You would think if you heard her say that, she was like, oh, I'm so happy to hear that. But don't worry, because me and Kai got the evidence. No, she don't let her in. She don't say none of that. So don't worry about this scene right here. For what? For what? Okay, at this point, Anna don't believe a damn thing out of anybody's mouth that come in her office for this whodunit show. So we got Curtis showing up with his lawyer Martin, and pretty much he's going for the time frame of his day, which he mentions he had a meeting with Alexis. Then he went back to his club to be alone for a while. Suspicious. Nobody was around, no stash, nothing, just you and your thoughts, right, Curtis? That's the best you could think of? Then after that, he went and met Jordan at the Brown Dog, because at late night, that's where the things happens. And then he went home. You might have went home, but your wife didn't. So after this meeting with Anna and Martin, he goes to go see Porsha and let her know that she's not named on the list, so she should be great. However, he needed a little favor. Can we act like we still good, like we in a healthy marriage until this investigation is over? Excuse me? I mean, you were kind of like a day late, Curtis, because she kind of like pledged her little friends with benefits with doctor the day before. So now she got to sit up there and lie face right now. Good luck on that. I mean, but all y'all worries could have ended if y'all daughter would have just told, hey, by the way, dummies, I got the evidence. She ain't say shit. These three, Lord have mercy. First of all, Liz, when did you come with the mouth of diarrhea? I don't understand, because she goes and mentions to Lucas the other day, hey, by the way, you might want to check in your sister, because I think she the one who pow Drew, because I was right behind him when she threatened him. He goes and says, oh, well, Carly threatens a lot of people. It don't really mean she did it. Oh, well, maybe not, but she was really heated. You might want to check anyway. Lucas does check, but then here we are right here today. Carly coming in because she came on behalf of Danny. You know, trying to get for Scout to be able to stay either or see Danny or Alexis, blah, blah, blah. She came to have that conversation with him. Of course, he was acting like an ass. You better be lucky she didn't pop out, because she might have went for a third round. But, of course, she having this conversation with her, and she turned around, look at her, at Liz. Liz talk about something. He the only one I told. Sure. That makes it better, Liz. That makes it better. Lucas just pointing out, yes, we know how you are, Carly. You're high-headed. You say a lot of things we know you didn't do. But, however, you might want to stay away from his room, because people might have overheard it and might think that you will. You might be just put back on that list. So, of course, she ain't listened to none of that, because she did go to the room to confess, not confess, but to see if he would budge for Scout reason. Of course, he didn't, because he was in the room with Willow. Yeah, it ain't a happy week when he just, I mean, damn, they didn't even have him sit down long enough. I thought at least we could get a good 2 weeks with him sleeping somewhere in the corner. We ain't got to hear his voice. We ain't got to see the popping eyes. We ain't got to see none of this. But no, he's just right back up like the Terminator. Anyway, he had Willow. She was in the room looking really standoffish. I don't know. What is her plan? Her plan is to act like she really into Drew so that he can use his power to get her kids back. That's the plain focus that she is on. But she also do look hell of a disappointed that he woke up. I mean, I would be too, because I'm pretty sure it was her pawing. He explains to her that he doesn't remember anything but walking up to the fireplace, having a drink, had the ring in his hand. By the way, FYI, how the hell did y'all hear him say, oh, I was looking at the ring, Amara, imagine giving it back to you to let you know how real we are together, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, sir, how the hell you gonna give her a ring another man already gifted? What in the cotton? This is what we got. This is, you wanted to smile for that? What? And then he says, listen, that's all I remember. Then it went to darkness. He was like, however, I could always spin it to the cops that memory came back, you know, all of a sudden, all at once. And I could put all this on Michael, and we could be home and good together and be a family and start our lives, blah, blah, blah. So she's just sitting there going along with it. She's like, wait a minute, hold on. What? Yeah, so you gonna frame Michael? And then I get my kids back and da-da-da-da. And then here come Carly bashing in. I mean, for like 2 seconds, she tried to be fair, she tried to be nice, but you know, it could go for so long. I mean, she's like, how about Danny? How about Alexis? How about the quartermains? How about that? He wouldn't budge. He was like, I gave my guardianship to Willow. That's who I feel Scout is safe with. That's where she's going to remain. By the time she left, Willow going to turn around, look at him, tell me something. Dang, Carly really hates you. Really? But Willow, so do you. So do you. And boom, we at the Metro. Listen here, this Michael right here, he ain't no dummy, okay? And he is obviously not a slouch because he moves quick. So Dante, of course, we know yesterday we had Michael going in. He gave his statement and he mentioned Jacinda. He didn't give for word at the end of how they're meeting in or anything, but we get Dante to go follow up and finds Jacinda in her room. And Michael is in there with his shirt off, coming out like something just happened. And she's in a nightgown, blah, blah, blah. All that was all planned because he already ahead of Dante. Of course, the whole show was for nothing because she gave her statement. She said that they were together. They left Brown Dog together. They went back to the room. He left around about 10:30. That was it. Blah, blah, blah. Of course, she wants to go say she's going to take a shower while Dante had a few words with Michael. And just boom, just like that, Mike. Mike was like, hey, listen, I know I ain't say everything to Anna, but Dante was like, cut the crap. I know you wasn't with her, and I know this is all a show. So you really want to tell me where you was at last? Like, I really don't want to believe you did this. But you're not giving me no leeway here. Michael, like, I don't know what you talking about. This really happened. I don't know what to say. I didn't know you was coming here this morning. Yeah, what? Okay, of course, Dante gets a call because Rocco was out with Outback, and Outback got away. That dog is busy, okay? Outback got away, and Rocco was trying to chase him and cut his head on something. Of course, Dr. Ulbrich was there at the time. She saw it and said that she was going to take him to the hospital. So he had called Lulu, and that's why she called Dante. So then he got pulled away from this. But other than that, if he didn't get that phone call, Mike would have had to really say where the hell you were at. But after Dante leaves, Jacinda comes back out the shower, telling us did it work? Of course, Michael was like, nope, but that's okay because my brother's still going to have to report what he saw, not what he thinks. So we still can help each other. Because in her mind, she's like, great, because if anybody finds out that Drew paid me once and then I'm back in town, they will put me on that list too. So he was like, so until then, we can help each other out. So that's why I'm like, so how y'all feel about you, Jacinda? Because by the end of this, ain't no Sasha around, and we don't want him with Willow. So, I mean, it's not the new of soaps. The escort becomes respectable. Maybe? Man, sometimes I'll be loving when Nina is on point and quick at it, okay? Because today she was quick at it. She didn't hesitate or wait. That's great. Great gaming. So y'all seen Jack over there throwing his weight around to Lulu because he really trying to get this meeting for Valentine and Charlotte. So he didn't have no leeway with Lulu, so he decided to go with Nina. Then Nina, of course, had a brain for like 2 seconds. That's great. That's cool. Thank you. She had conscience. She was like, listen, if Lulu is saying no, I'm not going behind her wishes. Thank you, Nina. Thank you. Instead, what Nina did was come to Lulu and let her know that Jack approached her and what she could do about it. She's like, listen, you could be the hero. It's funny. It's funny because yesterday Carly gave her the same speech. She gave her the same damn speech yesterday to Lulu. They both, Carly and Nina, are on the same page and gave the same speech. I'm just figuring it out. Okay, so she said, like Carly said yesterday, you would look like the hero and not the villain to Charlotte if you let this happen. Just let it happen, for crying out loud. She's a cat sign. And if she don't let it happen and she finds out later on that it could happen, baby girl, trust me, you need to ask Laura how Elena was, because you about to get the same effect, and you're the mama, okay? Just let the girls see her papa. When Nina was getting a little bit of the leadway on Lulu about that decision, she got the phone call from Rocco saying that he hurt his head and he's going to the hospital. He also mentioned that Dr. Ulbrich was there, and of course she had an instant attitude and then turned around and looked at Nina and said, can you accompany me to the hospital because your aunt is there? I need you to be a buffer. Damn, always angry. These two are comical and toxic at the same damn time. Of course, Jason did all that trouble saving her and all that good jazz. And she still is not telling him the truth about what the hell she was doing over there. So they wake up on the plane. She was drooling all over his shoulder. And he was just up watching. I feel a little nervous for people over there trying to watch you sleep. I'm like, what the hell? Damn, blink twice, something. Anyway, when she woke up, she was like, yeah, okay, I guess we're going back here, and she don't want his help or money, but she took the cash that he had on him. She talking about something, I'll take a cab or whatever, and I'll pay you back for a plane ride. You know, just being the same stubborn ass Britt. He's trying to tell her, listen, you can push me away all you want to, but when we're going back home and you want to need my help, because I know how it is to be having a second life. Yeah, he was like, I know the steps you need to make when you're coming back from the dead. Yeah, you sure do. You got that right, Jason. You are the perfect example. She should really follow your lead. But she don't want to because she's stubborn. She's Brit. She's talking about, I can handle this and this and that. There ain't nobody miss me anyway. He was like, your mama did. She ain't been able to breathe. And after the end of the episode, seeing Dr. Obert pass the hell out, thank you. Because I was a little nervous. I thought she was in it. Low deep, like she was in this, like deep. Thank you, because that would have been, we would have been upset because we felt it when Britt died in her arms. We would not want a rewrite of that. Anyway, she when he said your mom did, she couldn't even breathe. She's like, yeah, okay, yeah, and then he was like, I did. She gave him a quick look. She's like, you lying son of a bitch. All she could think of is Carly. Did you let her know that you and Carly is not even around? Like, Sonny is back and all the things that changed back then? Of course, they both on a mission. So she's going to the hospital and he's on his way to go see Anna. And you know who was in Anna's office? Carly. This child came to Anna's office straight away and told her that she threatened Drew. So Anna's like, so you shot Drew? She's like, no, I didn't shoot him. I'm just letting you know that I did make a threat and people, you might hear about it. So I just thought I'd just come and tell you. I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. I didn't do it. Carly, this is how... So the way she acted, Anna was like, yeah, I already know. She was like, I was with Jack anyway the whole night. And Anna was like, yeah, I know you was with your boyfriend. Your boyfriend already said that. I also know that your boyfriend can't be trusted. And he's lying to you and blah, 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 blah. Like Anna started to go in. In the middle of her going in on Jack, Carly is like, Jack, what is wrong with you, Jack? Is not lying to me. He would never lie to me. And here, right behind her, Jason walks in with a look on his face like, bitch, you just don't know. Not only is he lying to you, he got your daughter as an agent. So Friday, folks, is the day, or maybe they'll save it for Monday. But either Friday or Monday is the day for reckoning for Jack with her. Yay! Please tell her, Jason. Don't hold it.